When you consider the Amish, you might envision tranquil farmland, horse-drawn buggies, and a life devoid of modern technology. But most people are unaware of this. The Amish are also significant chicken industry operators. Indeed, these peaceful towns produce millions of chickens a year for meat as well as eggs. It's an interesting combination of a remarkably effective business and old-fashioned living. Amish farmers are clever and deliberate about all they do, especially when it comes to selecting the appropriate chicken breeds, even without high-tech devices. They don't just raise any bird species. Whether it's rich, golden yolks or juicy, soft meat, they select chickens that flourish in their surroundings and provide the greatest outcomes. Starting with a genuine classic, the Rhode Island Red, let's discuss some of their preferred breeds. When it comes to laying eggs, this bird is a superstar. Friendly, resilient, and low maintenance, it's a favourite on Amish family farms. Its powerful body and rich red feathers allow it to lay up to 250 to 300 eggs annually. That's a whole lot of breakfast. Best of all, they don't require a sophisticated arrangement, just a comfortable coop and space to wander, and they'll be content. The Cornish cross is the winner now if you mean meat. Built for speed, these birds grow to full market weight in about 6 to 8 weeks. That's nearly quicker than my uncle going to the dessert table during a family reunion. They're juicy, soft, and great for a Sunday meal. It's no surprise the Amish depend on them for best-grade meat with unmatched efficiency. The true trick, though, is that Amish farmers vary their chicken kind, rotating among layers, broilers, and even dual-purpose breeds, birds that produce both eggs and meat. Their method of maintaining the flock healthy, the land fruitful, and the food supply consistent is every breed has a part to perform in this, almost like their own tiny chicken talent show. Though their farming practices are conventional, their coops are cleverly constructed. Usually built from sturdy wood meant to survive for generations, Amish chicken houses. Because healthier chickens mean more eggs and tastier meat, they emphasize appropriate airflow, good lighting, and space to scratch and peck. So the next time you consider Amish, don't only see bonnets and quilts. Imagine millions of well-raised hens clucking around on peaceful farms, raised with care, knowledge, and decades of know-how. Who wants to live in a small, claustrophobic area, really? Just inquire of anyone who has ever spent a summer sweating in a small, airless flat. And you know what? Chickens are of the same opinion. Space is important. Imagine being a chicken crammed into a small coop with almost any space to flap your wings. That's similar to shoebox living. Chickens are simple chickens who require room to stretch, scratch the earth, and relax. When they have adequate space to wander, they are more calm. Calm chickens produce healthier eggs. It's like letting them have their own tiny spa day. The Amish are well aware of this. Their coops are built to provide both comfort and freedom for hens. And here's something unique. They frequently construct these warm houses using repurposed pallets and old barn wood, among other recovered materials. Apart from being environmentally beneficial, it gives the farm rustic appeal. Every coop finishes built with its own character, sort of like a unique miniature house, but for birds. But these are not only lovely tiny huts. An excellent Amish chicken coop is a fortress meant to keep the flock from predators, including foxes, raccoons, and even hawk. Many coops have innovative features, including nesting boxes lined with soft bedding, which provide chickens a clean, private area to deposit their eggs. And let's be honest, who doesn't desire a comfortable location to do their business? Being clean is also quite important. Cleanup is simple with Amish coops, slide-out trays or detachable floors. A clean coop results in less pests, better hens, and, believe it or not, better attitudes. No one enjoys a grouchy chicken. The attention, however, goes beyond the coop. Feeding time on an Amish farm is not about dumping store-bought pellets. These farmers are straightforward, natural, and efficient. Their birds consume a healthy combination of cereals, household leftovers, and whatever they can find outside. Grains such as corn, oats, and wheat offer energy and protein. What about kitchen leftovers? That's when the fun starts. From vegetable peels to stale bread to leftover pasta, everything goes to the hens. Nothing goes to waste on Amish farms. Growing up, we referred to them as chicken gourmets because to their 5-star chef-like pecking at a buffet. One caveat: no chocolate. Though chocolate is harmful to them, just as it is for dogs, chickens may consume practically everything. A delicious error might become fatal quite quickly. The best part is now, many Amish, chickens get to forage and free range. Basically, that means they're out in the pasture, scratching through grass, chasing insects, eating weeds, living their finest chicken lives. This natural diet is not only beneficial for them, it is also excellent for the eggs. The richer the eggs taste, the more diversity in their diet. Have you ever seen how deep golden yolks on free-range eggs are? That's nature at work. So the next time you break an egg with a vivid, rich hue, keep in mind that it could be the outcome of a happy chicken, a clever farmer, and a small coop full of love. Nothing in a grocery store comes close to the flavour of a fresh Amish egg. That's not by chance. It's the outcome of a system combining art and science in egg manufacturing. Like all animals, hens do best when their requirements are satisfied. One of the most unexpected ways to start those golden eggs coming in is illumination. Just as plants require sunshine, hens require a suitable light schedule to remain in the egg-laying mindset. Their bodies follow the natural cycle of daylight. When winter days grow shorter, they require some assistance. Amish farmers are well aware of this. Their coops are therefore meant to absorb natural light, particularly in the winter. Just intelligent coop placement and large windows allowing the sun to perform its work. No artificial lighting gimmicks. A healthy hen can lay as many as 300 eggs annually. That implies only 3 chickens in your garden might provide nearly 1,000 eggs a year. That takes care of brunch, baking, and breakfast all year. No wonder the Amish give top-shape maintenance of their flocks great priority. We always had eggs, more than we knew what to do with growing up. Mum would create devilled eggs that disappeared in seconds, mix up custards, and bake cakes. Those eggs were also a kind of local money, not only for our meal. Exactly. Amish communities typically trade or sell eggs at neighbourhood markets. Laid just hours before being given to a neighbour, they are valued for their extreme freshness. My grandpa used to say, "We don't have dollars, we have dozens." To be honest, he wasn't far off. But let us be clear, those hens don't just continuously lay eggs miraculously. It requires forethought and effort. Amish farmers control their stress levels, their food, and their light cycles. You heard correctly. A stressed-out hen won't lay. Amish farms are tranquil locations for this reason. No bright lights, no noisy machinery, just quiet, serene coops where chickens feel comfortable. One neighbour of mine who swore by classical music, convinced it made the birds more relaxed and more prolific, he would play gentle violin tunes in his henhouse. Whether it was science or superstition, I will say this: his eggs were always fantastic. Naturally, diet is important as well. A good egg comes from a good meal. We're talking about the good stuff: kitchen trash, insects, cereals. That diversity gives yolks more richness, deeper hue, and flavour explosion. Grandpa often remarked, "Crack an egg and you'll see how happy your hen was." He was correct. The change is palpable. Now let's discuss meat chickens. Not every bird on an Amish farm is there only to lay eggs. Some are grown for the meal. Amish farmers, on the other hand, do things differently than factory farms that pack birds into small areas. From day one, these chickens are allowed room to move, space to peck, and time to develop at a natural speed. Living stress-free, foraging for insects and basking in the sun, they spend their days outside. It's like a chicken fitness vacation. No surprise their flesh is more soft, tasty, and healthy. Once my grandpa remarked, "If those chickens had Fitbits, they'd outwalk the whole family." And I trust him. The arrangement alters, though, when winter arrives. You can't expect chickens to graze through snow, correct? The Amish thus change. The birds relocate into heated, insulated coops, still spacious, still clean, where their meals are adjusted to promote good growth. It's like exchanging a comfortable indoor gym for an outdoor exercise. What are the outcomes? Healthy, robust birds with great taste. Knowing the animal lived well makes this the sort of meat you can feel good about eating. From egg to meat, sunshine to snowfall, the Amish raise their hens with respect, care, and knowledge handed down through generations. It's a way of life, not only farming. Every mouthful shows the evidence. Should you ever set foot on an Amish farm in winter, one thing becomes obvious. Nothing goes to waste. Even the chicken waste is gathered and used to nourish crops for following year. That's not only clever, it's active sustainability. But let's address the actual issue. How do these hens remain content with all the seasonal highs and lows? The Amish ideology holds the key. Maintain natural, low-stress and caring fullness. Animals flourish more, live better, and yes, taste better when treated with respect and raised, in harmony with nature. The Amish take their time. In the summer, birds have space to wander. In the winter, they have warm coops. And year-round, they have a tranquil surroundings. No crowding, no hurrying expansion. Simply plain old-fashioned caring. My grandpa used to say, "A happy chicken makes for a happy dinner." And after tasting an Amish-raised bird, I can tell you, he was correct. These customs are not fresh. Unchanged since they work, they have been handed down through generations. The Amish cooperate with nature rather than oppose it. And in exchange, they produce chickens that lead complete, healthy lives before joining the family dinner. You won't discover that sort of quality shrink-wrapped in a store freezer. Community distinguishes Amish chicken farming, however, beyond everything else. You will soon see, it is never a one-man task. Amish neighbours help one another, whether it's constructing a coop, distributing feed, or assisting with maintenance. It's what I like to call a flock mentality. Everyone contributes for the sake of the entire. Among the most potent illustrations of this. Day of chicken processing. Unlike industrial production systems, Amish households host community-wide celebrations to get chickens ready for the table. It's similar to a barn raising, only with feathers. Imagine big tables outside, families coming with birds in tow, laughing in the air, and, sure, lots of chicken jokes floating about. It's bonding as well as labour. While one person manages the birds, another plucks, someone else bundles or cleans, and even the feathers are preserved, utilised for pillows or insulation. Everything is used. By the end of the day, everyone departs with new meat and a feeling of purpose and pride that money cannot purchase. These processing days are not only about food, so that's the catch. They're about sharing the burden and appreciating the benefits, about togetherness, that sensation of exhaustion yet joy after a long day's labour. An Amish chicken day is like that. It nourishes your soul more than your plate. Still, not everything is bright and chicken jokes. Amish chicken producers have genuine difficulties, and it's not at all simple. Starting with weather, a force beyond anyone's control. The cold can quickly halt egg production in the dead of winter. Amish farmers so utilise insulated coops made to keep the cold away. But what about summer? It's the reverse issue. Chickens are prone to overheating, hence producers put in extra effort to keep them cool and hydrated. And that is only the beginning. Another ongoing worry is disease. Just like humans, chickens can get sick, particularly in close quarters. The Amish do resort to natural cures such herbs and preventive care handed down through generations, even if they don't give out little chicken-sized face masks. Regular routines, clean coops, and early detection help to keep the flocks healthy. Here's an amusing yet true story. Sick chickens are fussy eaters. They won't touch their feed if they aren't feeling right, no matter how much you push them. Amish farmers, on the other hand, have a few tricks up their sleeves, changing feed, including natural tonics, and providing goodies to encourage them to peck once again. Then there is the wild card, changes in the market. Raising birds is only one aspect of chicken farming. It's also about surviving. Prices might vary, demand can decline, and even the most experienced farmer can find themselves in a difficult situation. The Amish, however, remain on track using their community, religion, and deep-seated abilities to withstand any approaching storms. Should you have ever visited an Amish farm in the winter, you know one thing for certain. Nothing goes to waste. Even chicken waste is meticulously gathered and preserved to nourish crops the next year. That is the height of sustainability. Now, let's discuss the stars of the performance, the chickens. How can they remain healthy and happy during all the seasonal changes? In the end, it's all about maintaining naturalness and stress-free living. The Amish raise their birds with care, not simply for better health, but also for better flavour. Happy hens grow well, and you can really notice the change when one arrives at the dinner table. Whether it's a hatchling in summer or a laying hen in the middle of a snowstorm, the Amish believe in providing animals the best life possible. Their birds have a low-stress environment year-round, fresh air and sunshine in the warmer months, and space to wander. You will not see them hurriedly passing through growth cycles or packed into little cages. A happy chicken makes for a happy dinner, as my grandpa used to say, and after eating an Amish-raised chicken, I had to concur. These techniques have been handed down across centuries. They're time-tested customs that have survived because they fit with nature, not against it, neither fashionable or new. The chickens thus lead full, active lives before they join the family dinner. It's a life that is as healthy as it is humane, something your average store bird cannot provide. Amish chicken farming is about how they care for one another, as well as how they treat animals. Should you have ever witnessed an Amish farm in operation, you will see it is not a one-man show. Raising hens is not an exception. Everything they do has a strong sense of community interwoven throughout. Neighbours support one another, whether it's constructing a coop or distributing feed. It's a flock mindset whereby everyone contributes for the common good. Chicken processing is a community event, not a sad factory-style nightmare. On chicken processing days, Amish households typically come together and everyone pitches in. It's like a barn raising, except with feathers. Families come with their birds, tables are arranged outside, and the labour starts. Still, the term work can be misleading. It's also a time for laughter, stories, and lots of chicken jokes. Sure, even, "Why did the chicken cross the road?" still elicits some laughs following a hard day of plucking feathers. These processing days are happy and quick. Nothing goes to waste. One person might manage the hens, another cleans them, someone else packages the meat, and another gather feathers. Feathers can also be used for insulation or pillows. Everyone works, hence shared labour prevents anyone from feeling overworked. Families leave with new meat and a great sense of pleasure by the end of the day. What really strikes out in these times is the attitude of cooperation carried down through generations. It's about relationship, not only food. That sensation you have following a long day spent side by side with loved ones. An Amish chicken processing day is like that. It nourishes the body and the spirit. Raising hens still presents difficulties, though. If you believe it's as simple as throwing some grain and gathering eggs, reconsider. Like everyone else, Amish farmers contend with severe weather, disease control, and erratic market prices. Consider winter, for instance. Chickens have to remain warm, or egg output falls when temps fall in Amish country. Farmers depend on well-insulated coops and thick bedding to keep chickens comfortable. Summer is all about preventing heat stress by keeping birds cool and hydrated. No simple feat given the number of them you must manage. Then there is sickness. Like humans, chickens may rapidly transmit disease when they are near proximity. The Amish would choose natural treatments and preventive care than antibiotics. They use herbs and maintain their coops spotlessly clean. To be honest, some of those coops are cleaner than urban flats. Yet, should illness hit, control is crucial. Sick hens lose their appetite much like people. It takes smart strategies to get them eating once more. Not to mention the market, though. Demand, season, or national trends can cause egg and chicken prices to fluctuate dramatically. Amish farmers could make top money for their farm-fresh eggs 1 month. The next, they are rushing, pun intended, to break even. But they remain calm. They plan ahead, save during good times, and tighten their belts when things get bad. They respond to hardship with pragmatism and humour. One well-known Amish joke asks, "Why did the chicken cross the road?" To see the market price on the other side. That light-hearted approach enables people to endure trying circumstances. Resilience is at the heart of everything. Amish farmers have been doing this for decades. They've experienced everything: bad weather, illness outbreaks, economic downturns, and yet they adjust and carry on. Patience, diligence, and faith shape their attitude. No fast solutions, no shortcuts, simply careful problem-solving and collaboration. Their strategy is about prospering, not just surviving. That leads us to sustainability, part of a larger system that prioritizes long-term care for the land and animals, Amish chicken farming. They don't plant the same item year after year, thus crop rotation is essential. One season it's maize, the next it's soybeans. This maintains soil health without using artificial fertilizers. The hens also assist by organically scratching and fertilizing the ground. Chicken waste even has a part. The Amish regard it like gold instead of waste. They combine it with straw and compost it to improve their land. Nothing is wasted in this closed-loop system. Sometimes, though, things become chaotic. Once, a young Amish farmer let his hens run free on a compost heap, believing they would assist in its breakdown. They did, just a little too zealously. Before long, compost was everywhere, and the yard resembled a free-range salad bar. Cleaning up took all day, but hey, lesson learnt. Sustainability is also about passing information down. From early age, Amish kids begin assisting on the farm. By the time they are teenagers, they know how to handle composting, rotate crops, and manage flocks like experts. They are learning how to maintain a way of life, not only how to farm. Though they believe in stewardship, the Amish opt to farm traditionally rather than using modern tools since they reject obstinacy. Their aim is not speed or profit, but rather to respect God's creation and look after it in a manner that lasts for many generations. It's like planting a tree now, so your grandchildren may enjoy its shade. Community is quite important as well. Farming is not a lone endeavour. Neighbours assist one another with field rotation, composting, and animal care. Cooperation enriches the land as well as the spirit. The Amish have been living sustainably all along in a society rushing to go green. No news, no honours, simply peaceful, deliberate life that maintains the earth and individuals in balance. Amish chicken farming is about developing a way of life based on simplicity, community, and caring, not only on rearing chickens. Watching those hens wander free, witnessing neighbourly laughing, and tasting the change on the plate, it's a reminder that the greatest things in life are really the most basic. And perhaps, just perhaps, we might all think about keeping a few hens ourselves. After all, who wouldn't want a clucking roommate to wake you up with fresh eggs and a touch of farmyard charm?